How did you fake being a substitute teacher? Our algebra teacher, Mr. Thompson, was notorious for calling in sick at least once a month. We'd show up and find some random substitute handing out busy work. But one Monday, our usual sub, Mrs. Green, was nowhere to be seen. Instead, there was this young guy in a dress shirt, writing Miss Roberts on the board. He looked nervous, kept adjusting his sleeves, and nearly dropped his stack of papers twice. Someone finally asked, "First day?" He chuckled. "That obvious? Just got my teaching license last week." Except Mr. Roberts wasn't real. He was just my buddy Eric, who had graduated the year before. We had this wild idea over the weekend. What if he just walked in and pretended to be a sub? Our school was so unorganized with substitutes that we figured no one would question it. He handed out a quiz with absurd math problems, like, if Becky has 5 oranges and time travel exists, how many dinosaurs can she feed? He told the class it was a logic-based assessment. Everyone was confused, but weirdly, they played along. He confidently paced the room, giving completely nonsense math advice, like, remember, the key to algebra is always dividing by green. Then disaster almost struck. Our assistant principal, Mr. Harris, peeked in to check on the class. Without missing a beat, Eric shook his hand and said, "Everything's running smoothly, sir." Mr. Harris nodded and left. Eric ran the whole 90-minute lesson, even assigning homework. Draw what numbers feel like to you. He told them it would count for 40